the other bar, we will not get credit for that here. So please drink up, you guys. Have a good night.
Hi guys, I'm Elizabeth Pincolini and I am the candidate for HD 43 in the Heights, east side of the Heights. I wanted to throw this up here.
Kill this fucker.
So you can win this at the raffle tonight. You can win this. And then you can, I don't know, play darts with it or I don't know, use it for target practice or something. So one of the reasons I'm running for office, so I back up a little bit. I own a clinic that I get to work with Dr. Mark Ibsen, there he is. He's awesome. Alternative wellness, and we see patients for their medical marijuana recommendations. And so one of the reasons I'm running for office is because I believe we need somebody up in Helena who's going to stand up for marijuana reform. We need people who want to look at mandatory minimums, who want to do criminal justice reforms.
What was that, drug policy?
What's that?
What was it, like Students for Drug Policy?
Well, right, cycling, yep, I was part of that too. We want to, one of the things that's important to me, unless we have more poison on the stage, one of the things that is important to me is, we see a lot of people getting arrested for mental health and addiction issues in Montana. And I want to see that change. I want to make sure that no one is arrested for cannabis in Montana. I want to make sure that people who have mental health and addiction issues are not treated as criminals. I want to ensure that they get the help that they need. Being addicted to a substance is not a crime.
Addiction is not even real, first of all.
There's a lot of things. We're learning about addiction. We're learning that addiction is not exactly what we thought it was. We've learned that we can remove people from addiction if we give them other options, right? And the criminal justice system and penalizing people for substance abuse and making them have a criminal record that follows them around for the rest of their lives is absurd. It keeps people from housing, it keeps people from education, and we need to change that in Montana. So that's one of the reasons I'm running. The other reason I'm running is I want to ensure that there's somebody in Helena that's standing up for patients. Patients are getting a bad deal. I mean, as of August 31st, they lost access to their medicine. We're seeing so many people that are going back onto pharmaceutical medications, and that's going to cause problems, not only physically, but mentally. It's going to cause problems in the community. We know that we're fighting drug addiction from prescription opioid medicine. It's an epidemic, and cannabis can help that. Cannabis is an exit drug, and it can be used to help people get off opioids. It can be used to help people get off street drugs as well. We need to start treating addiction the way it needs to be treated and helping people reintegrate into society. So one of the things that I want to do when I get to Helena is ensure that we have marijuana reforms. We have criminal justice reforms. We start taking care of the people who need us to take care of them. And we give everybody a voice. No one needs to be on drugs that harm them, that hurt their bodies. And I believe wholeheartedly that as a free people, if we are not free to medicate how we want, to put in our own bodies what we choose, we're not free. We're not. So we need to make some changes, and I hope that I can get to Helena and help that start happening here. We need more people. There's a few of us actually that are running on open cannabis platforms, and I hope that you'll consider voting for all of us. If you're in doubt about your candidate, call them up. Ask them, where do you stand on 182? Are you going to support the patients of Montana? They need to know that you want them to support 182. They work for you. Don't ever forget that. When you elect somebody to office, they work for you. So you need to start contacting your reps. You need to start getting involved politically, because if we're not involved politically, things will never change. If any of you are on Facebook, Montana Normal, which I'm a part of, I'm a board member there, we just put out the Green Voters Guide. So go look, go find out who is,
You gotta burn this shit.
who's going to stand up for 182? Who's going to stand up for patients in Montana? Our voter guide over there, you can get it on Facebook, and I'm sure we'll put it on our website as well. We'll help you guys be able to make some wise choices when it comes to this issue, and hopefully get you to vote in the right direction. But becoming politically engaged is something that I know nobody wants to do, but without it, you're going to get the same representation you've had in Helena for the last 6 years. And we don't need a repeat of the 2011 session, because this is when all this started. And we want to make sure that when 182 gets voted in November, and I do believe wholeheartedly that we're going to get this voted in, we want to make sure that if there are changes to that law, they're changes that represent the patients of the community and not the special interests, not shutting it down, not repeal. We want to make sure that we're electing people into office that are going to get this done and going to move this issue forward. I guess that's about all I have to say, so thank you very much for your time. Definitely sign up for the raffles. You can find out more about my campaign on the table over here. And you know, I am gonna say that I need all of you to help me get to Helena, so if you can throw $5 towards my campaign, please do so. Thanks so much for your time.
Wait a minute. Oh, what's your name again?
Elizabeth?
Can you write it down for me so I really believe you?